Behind me is a 2015 Honda Fit hybrid. Listen, hybrid. And today I'm going to take you through this car, but also give you a few stories about it from what I've heard from the owner, from my experience with it. So join me. First of all, I would like to start with the body styling of this car. I would like you to know one thing about this design. This design was between 2013 to 2019. And one thing about, especially those Honda Fit owners who have owned it in the previous models, they'll say this is like the styling is a kind of an upgrade in terms of the contours, the looks. As you can see, there's this, let me call it a wedge over here. It's very beautiful. One thing you should learn about this car, it's actually shorter, slightly shorter than the previous Honda Fit model. But what they have done, despite being shorter, they have increased the wheelbase. So what does that mean? This car has a lot of space in the interior. And before I take you through the interior, let's look at the front styling. So I'd like us to look at the front end of this car. Let's start with the lovely headlights. As you can see, they are blending into what we can call a grille. It's not really, can't call it a grill. Let's call it a grill. You can see it blends in, creating this continuous flow. Actually, those with eye problems like myself, we can think all this is a headlight. But yeah, as you can see, it's blending in. Let's check the interior of this car and let's feel the door. That's a solid close right there. So look at the interior. So first of all, in here, it's so, how can I say, the gauge cluster is very beautiful. Like, it is well laid, so it has everything is well spelled out in here. One thing this car, as we speak, it's on. Like, I can literally start moving. That tells you, being a hybrid, it's very quiet. And you know, forget the rumors you hear about hybrids. Like, Honda's hybrids are arguably the best in the world as we speak right now. So interior, first of all, the first thing you notice about this car is the beautiful gear knob. Like, it's literally, it feels so, you know, tiny little thing, you know. And everything is well laid out. My only issue with this car, in terms of the gauge, the center console and all that, it's the touch screen nature of the AC. And I feel for those guys who are very new into driving, before you get used to it, it can distract you while driving this car. This car, as you can see, it has the stock infotainment system. Definitely you can put your aftermarket Android system and Apple CarPlay system. So basically there's nothing much to talk about the interior, apart from everything is well laid out. The dashboard, the quality is good. As usual, this is a Honda. Yeah, so the plastics are good quality. And the driver, the knee room is perfect. And everything is just well laid out for the driver. So I guess let's check at the back. Wow, that seat is in my driving. Still at the middle seat, there's this little hump over here. Bearable as well, but unlike the CR-V, it's almost flat. It's more comfortable. But now let's talk about this center console over here. As you can see, there's enough space over here. The owner of this car has his microphone and his earphones. Yeah, and there's a charging port over here. There's a power output, 12 volts over there. And yeah, it's quite the package. This review is not complete if you haven't checked the magic seats. I mean, these Hondas are known for this, so I'll do this car a lot of injustice if I don't talk about the magic seats. So what are the Honda magic seats anyway? So this is the trick. So the seats, quite easy, that, and look at all this space. So in case you're fearing some Like let's say your flower pots. See like how you go to Kiambu Road and there are people selling flowers. And you wonder now, I mean, the height of the boot is too small. So things like flowers you can put here, but also you can hide some of those secrets you wouldn't want, you know. Some of you carry contraband in the car. This could come in handy. I've not said that. Yeah, so to put it down, just the same applies to this seat. So it's quite a good hack for, you know, even that shopping. Maybe you've bought a TV set. Especially TV sets tend to fill up the hatchbacks a lot, so that will also come in handy. Let's check the boot space. Is the Honda Fit's boot space quite huge, or it's just like a Demios? Let's check it out. So quite reasonable. So I have my, yeah, let's see what's the, here we're looking at shy of 2.5 feet, just 2 feet and change in here, about just slightly over 3 feet. This is enough to fit your suitcase, probably for an airport run. Yeah, it will carry quite a lot, just enough for you. But remember, the seats too recline, so as you can see, that's a whole ton of space. So if I use again my tape measure, what are we looking at here? This is 5 feet, so you can quite put a lot of things over here. This car does not come with a spare wheel. Yeah, actually most cars from 2012 thereabouts, especially the small cars, do not come with them. This is basically to save the weight, to cut the weight of the car. So what do we have instead? So there's a small storage space over here. And of course, this is where being a hybrid, this is where some of the setup for the batteries are located in the car. So yeah, basically that's it for the rear of the car. So how does the Honda Fit Hybrid drive? Let's check it out. I'd like to feel the feel of this car. So this is a slightly off-roady area, so let's put it on drive. Yeah, so wow, this car is quite smooth. If you consider how, you know, this car, don't take this car off-road. I know Kenyans, we have this habit of abusing cars, but for slight off-roads like this, you know, slight corrugation roads, it's quite ideal, you know, but don't take it too much into the interiors. Yeah, so the ride is quite smooth. It's okay, the ride is okay. And yeah, there, I haven't closed my seat belt, but I can lock it pretty fast. Now we are good to go. Yeah, so we're just slightly going to enter the tarmac road. Yeah, so let's feel here, it's a bit rough. Okay, as we enter, let's see. So I have to check. Okay, I have to check at the back. Yeah, so it's, wow, this car is so smooth on the tarmac. As you can feel, it's so quiet in here. No road noise, very minimal. And even as we proceed to that steep inclining at the front, it's quite reasonable. So how does it take off? You know, wow, the picking is quite decent. The picking is quite decent, I must say, and it feels very can I say? It's a smooth ride, it's comfortable, and you can really have a very comfortable phone conversation in this car without getting all the funny noises from outside. And who's the ideal client for this car? Basically, these are very good. If you're getting into cars mainly, this is your first car, I'll bet on this one. Hondas are very reliable. They're easy to drive. Nothing much, nothing complicated with these cars. As you can see, it's a very easy ride, and yeah, and the cup holders are spacious. So it's just enjoying the sceneries of Kiambu here. I have a very good view, and yeah, I would say get this car. It's value for money, and this car you'll get it for about 1.3 million to 1.4. Actually 1.3 is discounted. Probably that might be a bit steep, especially the current economic times we have in the country, but I still feel this is a car you'll own and it will last for a long time, and I'll advise you, yeah, get it. I mean, it's a very economical car. If you have a child in campus and you have the means, this is a good first car for them. If you are starting out a small business, this is a very good car. It doesn't consume much, and I've heard even on Twitter people say they have done even 20 kilometers to the liter. I don't know, you can comment there and tell me. Those who have Honda hybrids, on average, how many kilometers do you do on average to the liter when it comes to fuel? Yeah, I would like to hear your opinions, because people are giving very crazy figures, which I'm not sure whether it's the truth or it's just people are just giving stories. But definitely this car does not consume much. That one I can't vouch for it. The Honda Fit Hybrid is a practical, economical hatch with intelligent use of its tiny frame, and as its uptake soars in the market, you can only imagine what an affordable way to get around. See you next time.